I guess the sound's too low for my cat to notice that that's the song that was playing. Okay, so we're jumping into trial 3. So let's see. Did I get any new skills? I don't think I did. I got a whole bunch of skill points. No new skills. I don't know who to talk to get new skills. Open handbook. So we have 17 pieces of evidence. Monokuma file number 3. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. Bullet number 2, the blue tarp. The tarp was found in the repository under Kiyotaka's lifeless body. It was apparently used to move Kiyotaka in order to avoid leaving any bloodstains. The dolly was found when the body was rediscovered in the repository. This specific dolly has no handles and blood was found on one of its wheels. It is assumed that this is the same dolly that was in the equipment room where Kiyotaka's body was originally discovered. So the way this case took place was a little weird. So we ran around the entire school all morning. We split up into 2 groups. Kiyotaka was found in the physics lab in the equipment room behind it, and Hifumi was found in the nurse's office. Now, we, Makoto, went up to, we were down in the nurse's office. We went up to the 3rd floor to tell the folks in the physics room that we had found a body in the nurse's office. Lo and behold, there was also a body in the physics department. And when we went back downstairs to the nurse's office, Hifumi was gone. So we're looking around for Hifumi. We go back and see the room where Kiyotaka was, and his body is also gone. Running around the school a little bit more, and we found it in the repository, which is the room behind the art department. Well, it's not a department, it's a school. The repository is the room behind the art room. So that was our exercise for the morning. Hifumi's glasses. When they were first found in the nurse's office, Hifumi's glasses were covered in blood. However, when they were next seen in the repository, they were completely clean. Strange. Spotless hammer. Hammers of all shapes and sizes were found in the repository. One of them was found wet and had apparently been recently washed. One thing that Makoto didn't notice is that most of the hammers were actually missing, but I don't know if that's brought up later on. Repository door. The door connecting the art room to the repository was designed to open only for from the repository side. According to Aoi, it was locked during the search for the missing body. However, when the body was rediscovered, it had somehow been unlocked. I can attest to that because I did try to open the door when Aoi and Sakura were in the art room, and it was in fact locked. It's when we went to the rec room and Celeste came to get us. Someone came to get us when we went to the rec room and said, hey, we found the bodies in the repository. Suddenly it was unlocked. And this is just saying that it can only be locked from the inside. So it turned into a locked room murder. Equipment room bloodstain. A puddle of blood was found in the equipment room where Kiyotaka's body was initially found. A tire track had been left behind in the blood. Glasses cleaning cloth. The cloth was found in the trash can in the nurse's office. It is branded with a popular cartoon character and was found with blood on it. One has to wonder if someone used it to wipe some blood away. Celeste's account. Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. Apparently they were gone for no more than 1 or 2 minutes. And the bathroom is neighboring the nurse's office. So according to them, they didn't hear anything. Yasuhiro's message. This is the note that Yasuhiro wrote to get everyone to meet in the dining hall. Meet in the dining hall is all it says. The handwriting is remarkably neat and clear. Robo Justice blueprints. These are the blueprints for Robo Justice, which were found in Yasuhiro's room. Robo Justice costume. No one but Yasuhiro could have possibly fit in the costume. In addition, anyone wearing it would not be able to see their feet or bend at the waist more than 90 degrees. Yasuhiro's account. Apparently, Yasuhiro received a mysterious note last night. The note reads, "I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Broken wristwatch. Kiyotaka's wristwatch broke with the hands pointing just past 6 a.m. It was confirmed that as of late last night, the watch still worked, which means it must have broken the following morning when he was attacked. We had met up in the sauna the night prior at around 10 o'clock, and he pointedly he remarked that we were late. It is already past 10 o'clock, is almost 10 o'clock. So that's why we can suspect that it was broken at 6 a.m. and not 6 p.m. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper. Kiyotaka's lifeless hand was found clutching a small scrap of paper. The note Hifumi had. Hifumi had this note hidden on him. One edge of it appears to be torn. The note reads, "I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. And the last piece of evidence is the e-handbook. Each student has its own e-handbook, which also acts as a card key. The owner's name is displayed each time the handbook is booted up. It is believed that no handbooks were involved in carrying out the murders this time. However, it can be used as a key item in this investigation. So that's all our truth bullets. I don't have anything else to prepare. So we're gonna finish preparations and jump in.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it!
Was that?
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
It's too easy.
Don't try and deny it! You killed them!
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Says the murderer.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
It's too easy.
It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know, I don't know!
Is Hiro really the killer, or... Before anything else, we have to make that clear. Yeah, let's not jump to conclusions. Justice costume, his message, blueprints.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true, it's a conspiracy!
It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
So, was your room and then blueprints compelling evidence that Hiro is the killer? Is that really true?
Everything we found in your room.
Costume,
The
message.
blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Do we bring up the
I
blueprints?
don't know anything about that
No,
stuff!
his message. I'm gonna bring up his
It's not
message
true,
against the
it's a
blueprints.
conspiracy!
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
I'm just gonna get my seconds out of this.
No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room.
I don't remember if there's white
The
noise on
The
blueprints.
suit parts, they are all...
Yes.
No, that's
Thank
wrong.
goodness.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
Yeah, the blueprints
There's
look
no
more
way you could
bubbly.
think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
Also, how are his drawing skills?
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
No.
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
Oh, he was in it.
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Oh, it was Yasuhiro. And of course, he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit, it was Hina, the Illuminati.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Oh, that one's easy.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
The things that were used to move Taka's body, they must have been... Oh, multiple items? Well, there was the dolly.
I got it!
There's still one more thing. The tarp?
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
So who wrapped it?
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
What do you mean?
Huh?
It's painfully
Are you
obvious.
absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Yes?
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
It was in the repository at some
She's
point.
raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Oh, shots fired. You're on. Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. What do you mean, why? A new element. Oh gosh, a new element. Go for it. What is it? Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle. Hang on. Thank you. Bye, kitty. Starting with this next bullet time battle. Oh gosh, I missed it. On the bottom of the screen under the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. Oh, we're jumping straight into the rhythm game? But from now on, just locking on and pressing the X button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing Y. Okay, so A was to keep the tempo, X was to shoot, and Y is to reload. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the Y button in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember the Y button now has a function along with A and X. You will automatically reload at the start of fever time, and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all. In which case, you can ignore everything I just said. Well then, good luck, have fun! Oh gosh, we're jumping straight into the rhythm game.
You have it wrong! You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Away with you! You miserable wretch! I cannot agree. So pathetic. Do your worst.
Oh god.
Wrong. You are a fool. So pathetic.
I'm doing so bad.
Lies will get you nowhere. Away with you! You miserable wretch!
Oh god.
I cannot agree. So pathetic. Do your worst.
Oh my god, I'm doing so bad.
You miserable wretch. You have it wrong.
Can I restart?
You are a fool. So pathetic.
I can't see anything.
Away with you.
Can we just try that again? Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh. Have we already gone to the end of the debate? Yeah, we screwed up royally. Well then, the class trial is officially adjourned. Now it's time to reveal who's the blackened. And then we all die. It would appear that the one with the most votes is Makoto. What? However, Makoto is not the blackened. Too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must now be punished.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Is this really it for us? Is it all over? What do you say? Want to give it another shot? Yeah. Yo, I did poorly.
I refuse to give up yet.
That was so bad. Go for it. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. Okay, that was the part that I missed. Skip, 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 skip. I forget how to do the fever time. Might have been B. I don't know.
You have it wrong. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. So pathetic. Do your worst. You have it wrong. You are a fool. So
What?
pathetic.
Oh, I'm out of bullets.
Lies will get you nowhere. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. So pathetic. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. You have it wrong. You are a fool.
Okay.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Okay. Oh, this rhythm game.
If you're asking
so
for proof that
bad.
the dolly moved, I have it right here.
That improves. But you'd think for like the 10th anniversary they would have fixed it.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Geez, the Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then... what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that
Non-killer
really
robot?
matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
But I'm not the protagonist of this video game.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Oh gosh. If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that? Costume, dolly, blueprints. Probably has to do with the costume.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
So far, so
but
good.
Even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend
Oh!
over.
Get it, get it, get it, get it. Yes.
No, it's wrong.
That was obvious. You can't bend over at the waist.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well,
What's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
You think someone could kick the dolly all that way in the short amount of time it took us to go down and back up the stairs?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's obviously no chance that the costume was taken off just to move the body, because once it's on, you can never take it off. You can't take it off by yourself. Hiro's not strong enough. He had a hard time taking it off by himself.
I got it!
It had like
I
a
don't think
suitcase
taking off
latch
the
on
suit
it.
was an option. If you remember,
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him out.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? The guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Yeah. It's only been half an hour.
There's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Did she specify when she took the picture? Was it before or after he sucker punched her? Well, sucker punch. Hit her upside the head with a hammer.
As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the third floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, this strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
Yeah. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the third floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
That's so convenient.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
They left her. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for two missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Did they just grow legs
that
and walk
about
away?
covers it.
Like...
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Oh no, this is far from simple. This is very convoluted.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Okay.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Okay. The contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. Because I'm the main protagonist, so no one else is going to do it for me. Wristwatch, Monokuma File 3, Yasuhiro's message.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
No,
What makes you say that?
that's not right.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that
hold up.
Hifumi was killed
Wristwatch.
with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
I call shenanigans. I forget on which statement, but I call shenanigans.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Oh, okay. No.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, no, it got absorbed.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
Are there any other
while
purple
Taka's
words?
death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
The order that the Justice Hammers were used in to commit the murders, something about that is bothering me.
So,
Regarding Taka's, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
I need to hit something here.
What makes you say that?
Because of the
numbering of the Justice
No!
Hammers.
Come on, Makoto, don't scare me like that. What other statements were there?
Shoot!
It's okay, we have 5 minutes. It's fine. Because what else do I have?
regarding Taka's
A message
death,
and the
I
file.
wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
we
Maybe I have
already
to
know
copy
what
something.
order they were killed in.
What order?
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
Do I hit the numbering with the order or the order with the numbering? Or do I hit the order with the wristwatch? I'm gonna try and hit the order with the wristwatch and then do the copying. I have less than 3 hearts.
While Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
The time on his watch is relevant to this conversation. I just don't know how.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
No. Okay, maybe, okay, I'm gonna copy what numbering and hit.
Shoot!
He came last. Oh, playing with fire.
So, regarding Taka's death,
Hey, actually, hold up. Victims were Hifumi, Yamada. Cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It's thought they were both killed with a similar weapon.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
Wait, hold up. What's Yasuhiro's message? Is that the meet me in the cafeteria? Yeah, okay, never mind.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, thank God.
No, it's wrong.
I was like, I have 2 tries for this.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yes.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. I feel like there was something. His watch, guys. Oh gosh. Wristwatch. For I. Hello. I need the letter I. Can I buy a vowel? S? Can I buy a consonant? Do I not know how to spell wristwatch? T? Hello? Give me the letters that I need. Thank you. H? Oh god. Thank you.
Now I understand.
Looking at the timer, like, they're not giving me the letters that I need.
Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Phew. Sorry.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Phew.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Oh gosh, this is true.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
But what if there are multiple killers and the second killer just didn't know about Taka's body?
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
Yeah, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Also, where's the device they would have used to play the tape?
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Yeah, because he's big. There's no elevators in this school that we know of. And there's no evidence of any tools, like any supportive tools to have brought him up 3 flights of stairs in a short period of time.
And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or 2, though. So then the killer was about to get in and move So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. It would seem so.
His body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
It grew legs and walked away.
The dead body moved on its own?
No!
Not another ghost.
Ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? Oh gosh, okay. Broken wristwatch, equipment room, bloodstain, Celeste account. Equipment room, bloodstain, Celeste account. Okay.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
Did anyone check his pulse?
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I think I'm gonna copy that. But the body discovery announcement was only made once. That much I'm sure of.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was
I hope
dead,
I'm right on this.
without a
I
doubt.
have 2 tries.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's
Dead body had been
found.
Yes!
No, it's wrong.
I don't know if my heart's replenished.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Would they have been consecutive, one right after the other?
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Yes, please comment. Something constructive.
It's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man.
Yeah.
We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Was it? 3 or more people find... Well, we were 3 people in both situations. That doesn't answer my question. Go on, Byakuya.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Oh, shoot, that is helpful.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Oh, shoot, I guess that piece of information is important. So there's a an audio notification that's played when a body is discovered for the first time, and both bodies were, to the assumption of the cast, found at the exact same time, and that's why the audio was played once, and I happen to have it as a sound alert. So this is the sound that they heard.
A body has been discovered!
When they simultaneously found both bodies. However, later on, they hear the discovery announcement a second time when they find both the bodies mysteriously in the same room together. And what Monokuma said, who is the bear or the headmaster, he is the judge in these cases, he says that the announcement only plays when you find the body for the first time. So we did hear the announcement twice at different occasions. So we can assume that Hifumi was not dead the first time that we found him. The second body discovery announcement, the first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. And the second time was when Hifumi, just after Hifumi came back to life, when Toko was found unconscious, when both bodies were rediscovered.
I got it! We heard it a second time.
Oh, my
in the
hearts do go up, thank goodness.
When we rediscovered the two bodies.
I'm at 1 3/4 hearts, and it looks like every time that I get a right answer, it goes up ever so slightly, which is great, because that gives me more attempts to be wrong. Ding dong, ding dong. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone. Hifumi's glasses, repository dolly, repository door. I'm torn between the glasses and the door. Let's see what the arguments are.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
Oh gosh.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
Mm-hmm.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Oh, that's a lie. Oh no! Oh no, I missed.
Then, was he really still alive?
Oh gosh.
Of course not.
I know what the contradiction is.
This is ridiculous.
The reason I can say Hifumi was still alive, if I can just find the contradiction in these statements, I'm sure it'll become clear.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the... And then, while me and Celeste, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw it was
In the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved,
Other than the change in how it was positioned,
I have to hit the
no
middle. There we go. Bam!
No, that's wrong. In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The evidence I found in the trash can in the nurse's office was this thing, the glass cleaner.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean, and the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
His pudgy princess something.
And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Yeah, that one.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
I was waiting for the comment.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
That's how you scratch your lenses.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... what exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
Well, why would someone else wash the blood off of his lenses?
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Oh gosh, that is a failure on Hifumi's part, because I don't know how bad his prescription is, but why not just take off your glasses so they look the same when you go upstairs? Just saying.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead...
Hindsight has 20/20 vision.
What was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
Yeah, that wasn't the smartest move.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved Taka's body was, I think we're going with Hifumi.
I got it!
Sakura? Why is Sakura an option?
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
The door was locked.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So
Yes.
me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
I can attest to that. I tried
And
the door.
repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
Yeah, 'cause I think everyone else was accounted for.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
Mm-hmm. How did no one...
Hifumi wasn't just another victim
How did
in
no
this
one
case.
see him go up the
He
stairs?
was one of the assailants.
Because when did he go up? He went up... I'm trying to think how he could have not crossed paths with us. Where were we? I don't even know where we were, but apparently we didn't cross paths.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Oh. He probably left the nurse's office, hid somewhere, and then when everyone went to the nurse's office, that's when he went upstairs. I'm paying attention.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
Go for it.
There's more?
Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Go for it.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Do I?
The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Yeah. The thing that Hifumi stole from Taka, could it be this thing? Show it.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right.
Hidden note.
We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Just his pockets, guys.
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Taka. Me.
I got it!
Hifumi's pants.
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Hubby!
Pardon?
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Oh my.
Ugh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Because I was equally confused, and I'm glad she broke it down for me. Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me. Oh gosh, glasses, cleaning cloth. Why do I have 5 bullets? Broken wristwatch, blue tarp, Hifumi's glasses, spotless hammer.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
No!
But remember what the note said.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
What time did it say to meet?
Oh shoot, wristwatch.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
The time matters.
The note has nothing...
No, it's wrong! No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Coincidence? Taka's always on time.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
I'm glad we figured that out.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
It was in his pockets. It's fine.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka. This. Show it.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body,
Oh, I'm at full
I
health now.
saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is...
That's another oversight from whoever took the piece of paper. Like, if he's freshly offed, you can open his hand and take the note. Anyways, I don't see how he couldn't have taken it all in one piece. Go on.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note.
Passing by to say hi in the laundromat. Thank you for saying hi, J Racer. I hope you have a great laundry trip. How are you doing other than laundry? Da, 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 da. Thank you for contributing to another arts and crafts stream. Ta-da! All updated. And I think I said thank you for confirming you are not a bot.
There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip.
Oh, okay. Death grip. Is that a thing? I guess that's a thing. Just woke up and headed straight there. It's only 2 people here. Oh, great. Awesome. I hope your laundry cleaning goes well.
Leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Hifumi was super duper involved. He was knee deep. He was waist deep in this. Hi, plush kitty peering into my soul.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Hiro, I don't think you're paying attention. He's dead.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
Relying on the body discovery announcement and not the fact that, I don't know, maybe someone should check his pulse? I don't know. Make sure he's breathing. Check his vitals.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and
Yeah.
Sakura were together.
I was gonna say, Aoi and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Rude?
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file,
Cat fight. Meow.
the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
I hope he didn't hurt himself thinking about that.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments.
Damn that burn.
But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, How could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
They didn't.
Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth. I know the answer, I think. Broken wristwatch, blue tarp, spotless hammer. Spotless hammer.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it
I don't know if I should.
Justice Hammer 3?
I don't know if I should shoot use to kill Hifumi.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4.
No.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Witness, no.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer.
Oh god, no. Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I want to stab you seriously, adorably. Wait, seriously, adorably serious face? I want to stab your seriously, adorably serious face.
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
What was used to kill
I should probably listen to
Hifumi?
the entire argument.
Was it Justice Hammer 3?
Maybe Justice Hammer.
Well, whatever there's one, how was the culprit? How did nobody witness?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance. Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Time.
Well, one thing seems pretty clear.
We don't have
The
internet. I
murder
can't
weapon
check it
had
out.
to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No. Okay, I should have probably listened to the whole thing. Murdergear.com/justicehammers.
The murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer
Or hammer
at all.
time.
No,
I'm paying
it was
attention.
something completely different.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of
You
grit
go
and
to that
debris.
website. Let me know if you get a 404 error. It was murderweapons.com/hammertime.
But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones,
Half a dozen that are missing.
and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Yeah, but have you seen who the accomplice is? He's not very smart. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Broken wristwatch, blue tarp, spotless hammer. I might have to copy something.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this. What?
That is how the rule was explained to us.
Yes.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
2 murders. Is it a possibility of an accomplice really that insane, or is there some chance? So the 2 words were impossible and 2 murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
I'm gonna try 2 murders and
That is how the
impossible.
rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
I'm gonna try 2 murders and impossible. If not, I'll try spotless hammer and impossible.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and assuming the
Bam. Okay.
No, it's wrong.
2 murders and impossible.
Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
Yeah.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
Ah. Okay.
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders.
Okay. So they're saying that Hifumi killed Taka, therefore Hifumi became blackened, and if Hifumi got away with murder, he would have escaped. And I guess the second person said, "I will also commit a murder so we can both escape."
Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
I mean, good choice of target because he's not very smart. No, they killed Hamtaro. Yeah, Hamtaro's with the rest of his friends now.
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Who would have seen that coming? Not Hifumi.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
A little bit. The effort made to convince us the 2 murders were the same, that was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. What? Excuse me? I don't know. I don't know what the answer they want me to say is.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
How? Makoto, go on. I'm sure you're gonna tell me how you got to this answer.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
Is it because they were together ever since, like from the beginning? Because that makes sense.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Celeste, your bad side's showing.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What is it that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? Encountering the suspicious individual, the paper hidden in his pants, the screaming. They're the only ones that saw this suspicious individual.
I got it!
Is that a dagger on her finger?
The behavior
Yep.
they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
She has pointy bits on her fingers.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Suspicious.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Rude? I am also an adult.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
When? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Hi, Pix. Yes, we're near the end. We're near the end. Well, near. I don't know if we're near. We're an hour and a half in. Thank you for the lurk.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, this strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yeah!
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Then why don't we split into two groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Ow. I'm pretty sure she's
That was to signal
Japanese.
Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Oh, to plant the seed.
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Still keeping her
Don't
cool.
bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Uh-oh, what was that?
Did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What slip up?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die, just like those guys did.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room.
The way Togami points at people, you would think he's gonna break out a duel dance. I challenge you to a duel. I'll send you to the Shadow Realm.
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office.
Bye, kitty. She gets comfortable and then she leaves right away.
Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
This is true.
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Oof. Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense, but what is he alluding to? Break down the sentence, guys. It's time for duel. E-handbook, Monokuma file number 3, and Celeste's account. Which one was Celeste's account? What was she accounting to? Hang on, I want to know what you said, but give me a minute. Hifumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left the nurse's office to use the bathroom. Apparently, they weren't gone for more than 2 minutes. Okay, the bathroom one.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Oh shoot, maybe I should have copied So Strange. Don't expect me to do the work for you. Figure out for yourself why her comment doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. I should have done it the other way around.
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
All I said
There is. Thank you for the lurk, J Racer.
Really
Oh gosh,
be
Catherine's here.
enjoying this.
Is it one killer that does it all or multiple killers? Well, in this situation, there are 2 killers, but one of them died, so there's one killer, and we're trying to prove who it is. Now I lurk, it's time to fight for empty dryers. Good luck with the fight for dryers. I hope your clothes becomes dry sooner rather than later. How is Catherine?
Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys
This is the
died.
contradiction. I don't know how to get rid of it.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
I'm gonna go with so strange and those guys. Catherine is tired. I'm sorry you're tired. Jess is good. Jess is good.
All I said was,
I'm trying to finish this case before
they must
Banana
really
wakes up.
be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
They must be positive we are all going to
Die here. We are going to die, just like those guys.
Yes!
No, it's wrong.
Big brain.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
How do you know it's those guys if you saw one body and not the other? Why are we trying to beat Nanners? We're not trying to beat Nanners. No. I'm trying to finish this case because I was supposed to finish it yesterday, but the story segment was a lot longer than I thought it would have been. And by the time we got to the case, it was get ready for dinner time. And I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing this today. So we're doing it this morning. And then after that, we're jumping into Arise.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
Stream control. Instead, exactly.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
That laugh sounded very nervous.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Are you trying to say that Celeste is in the Robo Justice suit, Hero?
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
I think someone had said there was no timer on it in the dining hall when I initially found it.
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations? Oh, there is another explanation. If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking. Hifumi is dragging the suspect. Hifumi and the suspect are dancing. Well, the first and last one sound ridiculous.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She lost a little bit of her composure
the one
there.
being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
I don't think it's ridiculous at all either.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh, okay. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Robo Justice Costume E-Handbook, Spotless Hammer, Yasuhiro's Message, Robo Justice Blueprints. Gosh, that's a lot of bullets.
Suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight.
Mm-hmm.
You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Okay, educate me.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
No, he's not. He's at an angle.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
No, that's not right. There's definitely a contradiction in what Celeste is trying to claim.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Costume. Let's go with
Then you
costume.
just draped me
It can't
across
bend at the
Hifumi and
waist.
had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
Yes, he was unconscious.
there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Ha!
No, it's wrong. No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that, because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
I'm curious to know what the Robo Justice suit is made out of. Because if they made it out of cardboard, that's some really strong cardboard. You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
So that it was easier to carry around. Uh-oh.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
Celeste, your voice just went up like 3 octaves. Are you okay?
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
What?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
Why say Yasuhiro if we're all calling him Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us.
He'd always use our family names.
How did he refer to each of us?
He said people's last names. He said for serious a lot. He gave everyone nicknames. He always said last names. Like even Chihiro, he called him Miss Fujisaki.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name.
Hagakure. That's right.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
No. He was always on a formal basis.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to.
Someone who's using a stage name?
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Just a little. Just a little.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Show me your handbook. I'm gonna go with handbook.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
She's a bit intense.
He
I
wanted
think
us
she's
to know
losing
the
her
killer's
cool.
last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name.
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
If your real name is Celeste Ludenberg, you will be happy to show us our handbook. Your handbook.
My name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn it!
It's upside down.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Oh, I do.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, I do. Let me educate you.
That's it. The handbook.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is especially vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because... Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
No, she's a she.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Oh, it's time for the closing argument. This game is weird. It's Like some of the cases are a little out there. I can't type. Geez, look at that face. He looks like Stimpy right here. Or Ren. It looks like Ren, not Stimpy. Okay, so, let's see. What can I put here? I wish I could throw away whatever's not related. I don't know what to go there. Act 2. Send the note to Yasuhiro. Where is it? Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. He begs her for something, I guess. Brings Yasuhiro a note, I guess. And then they drug him. They put him in the suit. And then she takes a picture of them, I guess. Then they send a note to Taka, who comes to the physics lab. This is this is Justice Hammer 4. Oh. Looks at his time, at his watch. Justice Hammer 4. Celeste shows a picture. We find Ifumi in the library with Justice Hammer 2? Question mark? I might have some of these wrong. These are unrelated. I wish I could just throw them away. Justice Hammer 3 is found in the nurse's office. Justice Hammer number 4 sounds like an idea for a Monster Hunter DLC weapon. Okay, he goes upstairs, tarps up Taka, rolls him to the art room. What are these chips doing here? Oh, shoot. I screwed something up. Ooh. Change this for the time. This was at 1 a.m. I hope this is right. Okay, they find both the bodies. He brings them to the art room. I guess this one. I don't know. Praise me, Senpai. Then Senpai smacks him with a hammer. Oh, hang on. There's one that I messed up. Oh, no, that's already there. Okay, let's see if this is right.
The killer is you!
I want chips. Me too. Oh.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder.
I tried sour cream and bacon. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. If you like bacon, though, if you like sour cream, sure. The sour cream was just too overpowering, and I couldn't taste the bacon flavor. Sorry, Makoto, I cut you off. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder, and that person was... Oh, snap. I messed up already. First panel, messed up. No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of the case. Okay, where's the picture of... Whatchamacallit? Where'd I put it? Where did I put it? This one. Well, that means this one goes here. Oh, he's pushing a... I couldn't tell what he was doing. Whoops. No pressure. We still have 6 minutes. It's fine.
The killer is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
That
Hifumi.
face.
With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Oh, I'm glad I changed that panel.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
The locker didn't look that big. I'm very surprised that he fit in there.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Aw.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room.
Uh-oh, I think I messed up that panel.
There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library.
Oh, no, we're fine.
This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
What would have happened if no one stayed? Or if someone stayed?
He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Some kind of Sailor Moon transformation going on
He
there.
let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
So dramatic. Oh gosh, that's beautiful.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
That piece of artwork is gorgeous.
I lost?
You lost, girl.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Off to the Shadow Realm with you.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko Yasuhiro. Okay.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting. How did we do? Woof, we got a C on the second part. Oh, that was the rhythm game. That part was garbage. Final results? What? I don't get a rank? What is this? 1194. Oh, it's an A. Excellent.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
He's Celeste. Yeah, it's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celeste Ludenberg, or more precisely, she already said her name and I messed it up. Taiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? Taco. Her name is Taco. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. Woof, words. They're difficult. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, you know... I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Good on her for, like, not spilling the beans on the fact that she has the laptop right in Monokuma's presence. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
what? Are you okay with
It was
this?
Saka. He stole it.
So
And
then...
I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
As for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did.
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
what?
And he took pictures. With what? He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. That is very untaka-like. That is a blatant lie. She's good at lying. I mean, she is the ultimate gambler and can keep a really good poker face. That's a dirty lie. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. Oh, spicy pictures? Yeah, but with what? She has the only camera. I mean, I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to... Oh gosh, he dropped the F-bomb. I've never heard Hifumi drop the F-bomb.
most unfortunate.
Wait, please, if you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands. Hmm?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try to kill you.
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
Completely unforgivable!
Dang, he mad.
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
That was not my Hagakure voice. I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place. So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. That's it.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my very expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. I feel like I could cry. But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told... Bro. I told him to say he'd be seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was gonna murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along. But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then what made you Then what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money. It's true, but that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape. What happened to adaptability?
But
But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little
Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here. I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever. Tell me when the execution starts. One dryer is about to stop. All right. I will.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle. That's your dream. That's your dream. That seems like an unrealistic goal. But $10 million. Anyways. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence. Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but...
There is nothing to be done.
Unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I? She wanted to be a succubus, basically. Basically.
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friend for it?
Oh.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice,
Isn't
then
it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
hey,
You just get executed again? Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills! Chills!
You all done?
thrills!
Okay, then let's get rolling. The black can disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then,
I prepared a very special punishment for her. The ultimate
Let's get
gambler.
everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
17. This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Oh, the execution's about to begin, J-Racer. You are here? Creepy. The burning of the Versailles Witch. was like, what is that? It's a fire. It's the fire truck. Well, it was starting off graceful, and then he hit her with a truck. You got the fire out. It was starting off graceful. I was like, oh, okay. The third one is, you know, rather tame. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if it just means you let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
Whoa, man. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Oh, geez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. That was a weird question. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later!
Well, that's one way to get rid of him. I still don't understand her question. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair, although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. Wait, where did she get a key to a locker? Do we all have a key to a locker? We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please, let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya.
well
Then, it's up to you now.
Yo,
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Don't read too much into it. Oh, does that mean what I think it means? No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah. Nothing awkward here.
So then,
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. Tsuka-sama, thank you for following. Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. That alert is forever gonna startle me. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So, now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident's concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do on your own? Wait, let me restart that. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then...
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see what? What I heard from Kyoko then was... Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. Can I hear it? I decided I had to confirm that she'd told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back... She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? Boys' bathroom. This is the girls' bathroom. Whoops. I know how to read my stick figures. Boys' bathroom. Way in the back. Back stall. Can... Makoto, examine the stall. Makoto. It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? Okay, touch the wall. She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? It does kind of look like a door, like there's an outline in the tiles. Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in... Are we solving murders early morning? We solved the murder, now we're finishing the chapter. Ka-chunk! Objection! Hi, chicken. How's it going? At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. Ba-boom. I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
You're sick? Like legit sick? Oh no. Do you have the Rona? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I want to finish this chapter before Banana wakes up so that we can play Arise, but also finish the third case that I wanted to finish this week. Legit sick! Oh no. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. Drink water, have soup, sleep. Sleep is good. Sleep is great. Is anyone else sick in the house? Coffee? Coffee is a liquid. You can have coffee, but that might not help you sleep. Lots of coffee? No. Oh no, you're all sick. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. That coffee might not be the best liquid, because sleep is also very good for sickness. If you're down with the sickness, you should sleep and have water, ideally. Clean water, not dirty bean water. Soup is good, though. Soup is good. Chickens don't sleep. Yes, they do. I'm pretty sure chickens sleep. I would have to ask someone who owns chickens. In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet, and way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room. And what's in here? I don't know. I have 2 things I can investigate. There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy student registry. This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave? Ominous. That's kind of weird. I could understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation, it's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Hello? Stranger danger! They don't sleep, they cluck out. They cluck out. A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Snap! Everything's gone. Ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. At least they left me a box of tissues to, I don't know, wipe the blood off my head. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. There's a tissue left. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? Well, we messed up. Don't tell Kyoko that right after she told us her secret, everything disappeared. What does this mean? My brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room. Thanks for the lurk, chicken. Feel better. Get some rest. Get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The further I walked, the more I felt things are getting blurry. I think I have a concussion. I can't see in front of me. I need a medic. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... 2 more cycles left? What was that? As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound.
I need an adult?
I am an adult!
Thank you for the I need an adult. I hear dragging sounds. It was faint but undeniable. That sound, it's coming from the gym? Is it dragging sounds? Oh, but I can walk to the gym. God forbid I can walk to my room. As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. Oh, that's not dragging sounds. Crack, da, gunk, blah. Those are weird sound effects. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym? Sneak a peek in here. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming in from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Kacha! Bakyu! Hagagya! Hiya! Paching! Bakya! Ta-ta-dun! Sha-sha-sha-sha! So weird. Whoa! Panty shot! Before me there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you... What do you think you're doing? you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
Deal? The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... Of all the people, is Sakura? Excuse me? A Next Generation Legends Stand Tall Galactic Hero, the end of Chapter 3. We are now 7. There's 7 of us left. To be continued on the next episode of Danganronpa.